Hello everyone, this is Frank. Now this is not a Victoria video, this is not going to be a building video, or well, I'm going to build as I speak, but it's not going to be the focus. I am currently on another server where I am admin, or default raider it seems. Well, I don't know about that. Just because it will be interesting, it will be easier for me to focus on what I'm saying if I don't have to go on survival mode and stuff. Yeah. These are just 2 XP farms. I found 2 spawners in a perfect line, perfect straight line. So yeah, it's nice, it's nice. Building it here. Whee! Oh god, I got so scared by the skeleton. Oh, another one. Well, we're going to talk a bit today about a subject which I hold very dear, and a statement which quite frankly annoys me quite a lot. It's an opinion it's very well spread, but I believe that it is complete bullshit. Now this opinion is the opinion that girls in gaming get more views and attention on their Minecraft channels, or well, gaming channels, you know, on YouTube, just because they are girls. Now in one way this statement is a bit true, but in one way it is also complete bullshit. Now I'm going to tell you why, but first I am going to tell you what my work experience in this field are, so you know where I'm coming from, and just, you know, not just stating my opinion on, you know, bullshit. So, I've been working in the media business for 11 years now. 11 years. Most of that time has been with the internet, being editor for big sites. I've worked with video companies online. What I mainly do is that I do strategizing. I know what different groups likes, what makes them click, what makes them use the site, and what makes them stay on the site. This is my main area when it comes to the internet, and I am very, very good at it. Very good at it. And besides, I've had web pages since I was 9 years old. 9 years old. And I am 26, and it's not going to be long until I am 27. I've been a gamer for as long as I can remember, and during most of that time I've had nicknames that are hard to tell which sex I belong to. That is a fact. Like frankincense right now, even though frankincense is actually in a name taken from a goddess of art. But you know, people don't know that. They just see the first part Frank and think like, whoa, that's a guy's name. It's actually a female name. Isn't that funny? Well, anyways, I don't mind though. I don't mind a bit. So I would say that I have plenty of experience in this field. So, in which way can girls actually get more views on YouTube when it comes to gaming, just because they're girls? Well, if the girls are attractive and they upload a lot of face cams and, you know, preferably showing a bit of boobs as well, yes, more guys will click that. Because it's just, you know, even though there's so many boobs in this world, you know, more than 50% of the population in the world are actually female. Even though, you know, that makes for a whole lot of boobs in the world, but it doesn't matter. Boobs are still a very, very wanted, you know, thing. You know, everyone likes boobs. Doesn't matter that there's so many of them. Everyone wants them. So yes, if it's an attractive girl that smiles into the camera and looks sultry and shows a bit of boobs, she will get more clicks because she does that. That is true. That is true. However, will that be the kind of attention that keeps people on her channel? Now, if she mainly uploads gaming videos, those people who subscribed, sorry for the English, those people who subscribe, they will eventually become very boring because there's no more boobs showing up. They will unsubscribe, and probably they will act like dicks before they do, because that's what they usually do, people who only subscribe for boobs. They will get very angry if they don't get all the boobs that they crave and that they were expecting. They won't really watch the other videos, they will be completely bored by them, and they will probably write pretty angry comments on them as well. This usually happens if some girl gets traffic to her YouTube in the boobalicious way, which, you know, might actually be quite fair. The thing is, too, that if the reason why you get views is usually the thing that your subscriber is going to focus on. If you get views because someone thought that you were awesome at redstone, that is probably what they're going to want to see the most of. They're going to want to see redstone. If you got your subscriber because you're epic at building, that's probably what they're going to want. So, naturally, it's the wrong kind of attention to get. And wrong kind of attention, that means that you lose subscribers and you have to put in other subscribers there. Now, there are some gaming girls that do focus a lot on their looks. Some of them, I will say, I won't mention names, and you know, if they want to do that, I'm fine with it actually. I mean, it's up to everyone to do what they want, and if the subscribers like it too, I can't really see any hurt in it. I can't. I know that some people get extremely angry by this, but I don't. I can't see any harm in it. You know, if everyone's happy, what? Yeah, why? But you know, in general, that's not... Gaming girls don't do that. Now, if you are a female that is not considered to be attractive in the classic sense, I mean, maybe you're overweight or you don't have a very pretty face, you won't get that privilege. You will get less views than what you'd get if you were a guy, for the simple reason that even though girls can get more views if they're attractive, well, it kind of works the other way around too. So it's not really about girls getting more views because they're girls, it's about guys, a lot of guys being horny and wanting a lot of boobs. As simple as that. If girls were as fascinated by male parts as guys are in girl parts, that would work just as fine the other way around too. You know, perhaps, you know, in the future, when we're all more equal in every sense, that will be something. And then you can joyously upload hot-looking face cams where you stroke your man's chest and get lots of female views because of that. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, haha. But that is not, of course, the only thing. I mean, I wonder how many got angry at me now when I was just talking about boobs. I wonder how many stopped watching the video, saying like, you think all guys just want to see boobs. I hate you. Oh, ho, ho. Going to be fun. Now, that's not the only thing, though. Yeah. Another thing that counts into this is the fact that more guys play video games than girls do. It's still like this, you know. Well, not really, actually. It's a bit about what kind of games. You know, when it comes to games, you know, the whole total, if you count all kinds of Facebook games and social games, girls actually do play more games than guys do. But if you think about, you know, video games like this, the classic ones, yeah, it's more guys still. Even though Minecraft has a very good mix compared to a lot of games. So yeah, the thing with that is that an area that is dominated by a certain sex or an ethnic group or a certain culture, people who are in that group will be seen as, you know, just automatically they will be seen as better in the area. Because us people, we're stupid like that. We are frightfully stupid when it comes to stuff like that. Because actually, it doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't matter because we're all stupid. So we think that anyways. It's like, girls are in general considered to be better at subjects which mainly girls do, like makeup and fashion. You know, even if there is a guy that is just as good in the area, the girl will probably be seen as more trustworthy and good at it, even though they would produce the same thing and she will get more respect in that area than the guy will. A guy will have to be so much better in the area than girls to get the same kind of recognition. Now, this is the same in gaming. This is actually the same in all kinds of areas where there's such a big difference in the amount of people or such a big difference when it comes to the sex of the people playing. And this is some problem we're going to have until, until just as many girls play games like this as guys. And yeah, because I'm not sure that that's ever going to change. I think that we people are always going to be stupid in that sense. And it's good for me because that actually makes my job easier when I make content for certain groups. So yeah, it's good for me. But yeah, and that means that people expect less good content in a girl's channel. They're always going to expect way less content, and since they do that, the content that they view, they're not going to view it with as much enthusiasm. So yeah, the chance that she will actually get good views, is less. Now, you might argue that most gaming channels on YouTube that are really small are by guys. This is true. It is also true that the biggest channels are mostly by guys. I can't actually think of any channel run by a girl that's only run by a girl that even comes close to any of the biggest channels. Not a single one that's run by just one girl. And this is natural too, at least at the moment, because there's way more guys that does gaming videos than girls. So naturally, the top is going to be mainly guys, and also the lowest, and the most people who got small channels are going to be guys too. Because there's just not enough girls doing videos to match up in either sense. And that is why. Now, the only way to accurately count this would be to take all the channels on YouTube that's run by girls and all the channels on YouTube that's run by boys, and then count it out by percentage. That would be the only way. And well, I personally don't know how to do that. There might be some software out there that's that collects that kind of data from such places. So if anyone has any kind of tool like that, use it. It would be interesting to see. There might be some difference actually. None of us are actually basing this on actual facts. We're basing it on what we see and what we think and on work experience. Yeah. Now, there are some things about this that are true, however. If you are a girl that comes online on a server where mainly guys play, yes, you are going to get more attention on that server for being a girl. But that you won't get the kind of attention that you want anyways. Well, it kind of depends. If you are a girl that wants lots of guys to flirt with you and just send you messages, without even caring about your gameplay, then it probably will suit you. If you just want to play the game like anyone else and not be, flirted with, just play the game, then that will probably suck. Now, most girls that I know that play video games, they don't have female nicknames. They have neutral nicknames. One of the reasons why they choose to do this is because they don't want to be treated the way they get treated if they are a minority of girls. Because the thing with this, and yes, I have a lot of experience in this field, the thing with that is that people don't care about what you do in game. They're not interested in checking out what you built or how you play. They're just interested in sending like private messages, sending flirtatious private messages, and they don't give a shit about your gameplay. And that is just the wrong kind of attention if you are a gamer and you're there to game. Like, if it was a dating server or like a dating site, it would probably be perfect, but it's not. So, the kind of attention you get is again the wrong kind of attention. Now, let's talk about the guys who just want to play with girls and watch girls because they just find it nicer. I hope that those guys stayed on this video and did not just click out of it in rage when I talked about all guys loving boobs. You might have done. Sorry for that. This just, some guys just enjoy playing with girls more. They think it's nicer, they like the communication better. You know, nothing strange about that. There's girls who... yeah, you can see that I'm destructive because I'm digging out the stone brick to replace it with stone brick. Oh my gosh. And this is uneven. Gosh. Anyways, yeah. And there's nothing strange with that. There's girls that prefer guy company instead of girl company too. So, you know, nothing weird about that. Are those guys more likely to subscribe to a girl's channel because she's a girl? Yeah, I would say this. Just like all the girls who like playing with guys are more likely to subscribe to a guy's channel than to a girl's channel. Girls that prefer playing with guys will not be very much interested in girls' channel at all, in my experience. So even though girls might gain a bit from those guys, they will lose out on the girl audience. And the girl audience is not actually as small as you might think. The girl audience can be seen frequently in videos, especially if the guy happens to be a bit cute. Yes, they can. So yes, they do gain more male subscribers in that sense, but they lose the female audience. And I think that pretty much evens out, actually. So, except for my work experience, do I have any personal experience on how you get treated differently if people think that you are a guy? Yes, I do. Because, yeah, as I said before, all my nicknames have been pretty neutral. And since most people that play are guys, people presume that I am a guy. People only presume that I'm a girl if I have, like, I don't know, a nickname where it's painfully obvious where I'm a girl, which most girls don't have. So yes, people presume that I'm a guy and they treat me based on that. So yes, I have a lot of experience in that. And actually, I wrote a column just a few weeks ago in one of the newspapers in Sweden that I write for about this subject. And not only strictly about gaming, it related to other areas as well where very clear difference can be seen like this. But I did suggest that if you don't know, if you're not aware that you treat people differently because of their sex, then one really good practice can actually be to try posing as the opposite sex sometime. You know, register an account in some game with the opposite sex name, opposite sex character, and yeah, and see the difference. See the difference in what kind of messages you get. Now, this doesn't work in all games. It might, for one thing, you know, be hard to do in like the standard MMORPGs. Sorry, mix of Swedish and English there. That hurt my throat a bit. Because it's pretty common, like in World of Warcraft, that guys play girl characters and such. So it might not work in those kinds of circumstances. But if you find a game where that is not typical, then you should see a good difference. You should. And it's interesting. It's really interesting. Really is. So why does this subject annoy me so much? Or why does the claim that girls get more views annoy me so much? Well, for one reason. You know, of course, people has told me this, which kinda makes me a bit annoyed, because the reason why I have more views on my channel, even though I've uploaded so few videos and really just been active like for a month or so, perhaps a bit more, you know, some people think that is because I'm a girl, and no, it is not. The reason why is that people know me from before. I didn't just start up a channel based on nothing. I started up a channel based on, you know, I've been uploading pictures and been very active in the Minecraft community for quite a long time. And the people who's coming to my videos are mainly people who's been following what I do in forums, seeing screenshots of what I build, people that I communicated with. Now, this is the way to go if you want views on your channel. It's going to work very, very well, because if you don't have any kind of network set up before you get a channel, it's going to be really hard to get views from your channel. Because the best way of getting views and visitors to your channel at the start is to communicate with other people. You can't just upload videos and expect people to find them magically. It doesn't work like that. And don't go around like telling people, watch my vids, watch my vids, watch my vids, because that doesn't work either. But if you are active in a community, people know what you can do. That's another thing. And you know, every single channel that I know every single channel that I know that's gotten a good start, they've been active in the community since before. So that is why. And also it's because I work in the media in Sweden and is kind of a public figure. But that doesn't matter much, because no one seems to care about my Minecraft videos. They just want to read my boring texts about society. That's the only thing they want to do. Not watch funny videos. Not play video games. Oh, I'm so unfortunate. Oh. If they were interested in Minecraft, I would have so many subs. Oh my gosh. I have to brainwash them. Brainwash. But of course, me being personally annoyed by this is not the only reason why I think that it's wrong that people go around claiming this thing. The main reason is actually how it affects the self-confidence of girls that do upload gaming videos. Because I've seen so many girls who's like super good at games, you know, really good at games. Like, I've seen girls that are so amazing at building stuff in Minecraft. And oh my god, sorry. And they don't think that any of the appreciation they get is because they're good at the game. They think that all the appreciation they get is because they're girls, because someone has actually convinced them that this is true. So they don't upload a lot, and the videos are usually short because they think that no one would watch a longer video. And they spend like at least half or like 2/3 of that video just apologizing to people that they suck. And you know, that's not very good. You know, if you're going to get a big channel, that's not good to begin with. I mean, of course, people boasting like crazy, that's not... I mean, if people boast too much, yeah, that's no fun. But people who just all the time say like, oh, everyone else is so good and I'm not good, and I know that people just watch me because I'm a girl, and yeah, well, no, yeah, and I know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time watching that. I have a really hard time watching that. Even though they're great players, I have a hard time watching someone that just says that over and over and over again. Because it just... I don't know. You know, even though... Yeah, you shouldn't go around boasting all the time. Like saying that you're super great all the time either. Because that becomes annoying too. But if people get such a bad self-confidence, I mean, it's not going to go well, and they're not going to feel inclined to upload more, and that is actually going to make the channel way smaller than it deserves. And that is a big shame, I think. A big shame. And you know, there's one other thing that I'm going to add to this actually. It doesn't strictly concern just this subject, but you know, in a way. Now there are guys out there that's raised in a way that you should always be nice to girls. You know, always be really nice to all the girls, you know? And you know, it's good to be nice to people. It really is good. But you know, maybe you should be nice to everyone and not just to the girls. At least that's my opinion. And they treat this in such a way that if maybe they find a girl and you think that, yeah, I should be nice to the girl, so I will subscribe. and maybe they say that things are good even though they're actually not very good. Like maybe they see her building a house in Minecraft that is, you know, it's okay. It's not super impressive, but you know, it's okay. And then they leave like a comment with, oh, this is a great looking house, you're so good at this, blah ha ha. And you know, it's not actually true. I do get where you're coming from, and you know, it's nice, but yeah, this is actually something that's not very good either to do, because I don't know how old you are who's watching this video, but I think that everyone has at some point in their life, probably a lot of times, gosh, these spiders just won't stop. You know, when you were a kid, or perhaps now if you're still a kid, perhaps you made something, a drawing or a project, or just, you know, whatever really, and you were aware that what you did, it sucked, it was really bad, and you weren't happy with it at all. And maybe you wanted to throw it away or something, I don't know. But then a grown-up comes up to you saying, oh my god, this is so good. Did you do this? Did you do this? Oh my god. Oh, did you really do this? Did you make this? Yeah. And were you happy when they did this? Or did you think like, did you put on a strange smile and think, oh my god, grown-ups are so stupid and so annoying, and they treat me like I'm a retard? Well, some people treat girls like that all life because they think that that is the nice way to act. But it really isn't. And you can probably understand why if you just think about when you've been treated like that by others. Because it's, the thing is, you can't really get angry about it because you know that people are trying to be nice. And you know it's always nice when people try to be nice, right? So you can't like tell people to shut the fuck up or something. But really what you feel is that they think that you're stupid and can't do better. Or that you need appreciation for something that sucks because, well, I don't know. But it's not in general something that's good to do. And that is actually something that, since a lot of girls are used to this, because a lot of people think that you should be extra nice to girls just because they're girls. And that does not encourage self-confidence and self-improvement. That makes girls think that people consider them to be so bad at something that they must be retards. So, you know, while the intention is really good, you know, the intention to be nice and supportive, you know, that intention rocks. But perhaps the way of doing it is not the right way. And if you do this, if you've ever done this when it comes to a girl, just think about it for a while. Think about, so if I made something that wasn't good at all, and I got lots of compliments saying that it was awesome, how would I feel? Would I feel like they felt like they had to do this because it's so incredibly bad that it's just like they have to lie? One of the best kinds of encouragement out there is constructive criticism. Because constructive criticism is hard to do. It really is hard to do. It takes effort. It takes effort and thought to do it. And there's really no reason to leave constructive criticism unless you think that the person in question is able to handle that criticism and get better from it. It's a good thing. Well, of course, there are some other reasons, I guess, you know, like know-it-alls, that's just, it's the biggest hobby in the world to leave criticism everywhere, you know. Of course, yeah, those people do exist too, I guess, but you know, in general, the reason why you give constructive criticism is because you respect someone, and you think that they're capable of evolving, and you think that they're capable of handling criticism. So think about that. Really do. So I think I got everything in this video now. You know, If you think that I'm wrong, tell me why in the comments. I'm happy to hear your thoughts. Even though we might not agree, discussion is always interesting. And if you agree with me, just tell me that I rock or something. I don't know. No. But discussion is welcome. I love a good discussion. Even with people who get angry at me for what I say. I love it. I always love it. So do share your thoughts on this subject. And if you left like a comment now being angry about the boob statement, I might redirect you to the video again. I might. Okay. Thank you for watching this and thank you for listening. Bye.